everybody. Welcome to Gagg Reel. I'm Clayton.
Logan. And this is our friend Marcus.
Yes.
Hi. So today, we're going to ask Marcus about his podcast that he runs.
Which one?
It's your first time on camera for the podcast, yes?
Well, I have the one that is technically fully mine, but then I am... It's been a while, but I am...
Partially with the Joe Show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is your first one for having a camera, yes?
Yeah, this is the one.
Yes.
The first one with his face on it.
Joe's tried some camera stuff, but I don't think I was... I was there when he did it, but he had it facing him.
Well...
As to not be racist towards himself.
It is the Joe Show, to be fair. This is the show that should be all about it.
That is the only face that the Joe Show.
If you want a camera, it's got
my name only appears in one place in the whole, in terms of...
In the whole thing?
No, in terms of, everything we have set up, that's our Patreon. Because it's
what the hell is a Patreon?
That's where people pay you through not YouTube so that you can get your money easier.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's patreon.com/Marcus, Joe, and Gabriel.
/
The only time.
/ where Twitch girls get paid. So people our newest commenter. Where he gets his income.
Yeah, go back to their previous episodes, look at the comments. You're going to have a little bit of
Yeah,
laugh.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just hear about it. I haven't seen an episode yet.
We had a nickel for every time somebody wanted to be spit roasted by me and Logan together. We'd have 2, which isn't a lot,
You
but
have a dime.
it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah, out of all people.
Is it
Why would we be
I doubt it is, but would that saying actually be copywritten by?
No, I think at worst he'll just stitch a video futurely and be like, hey,
They'll be doing that.
Wait, what phrase is copy?
That's from Dan Povenmire, the voice of Dr. Doofenshmirtz
From
and
Phineas and Ferb.
co-creator or creator of Phineas and Ferb.
He's a creator.
Really?
Yeah.
Learn something new.
It's from Dr. Doofenshmirtz. That's where that whole phrase came from. That's why I've been saying
What
it.
phrase?
If I had a nickel for every time it happened, I'd only have 2 nickels, which is weird, but it's weird that it happened twice. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
I feel like not many people actually genuinely know what that is.
I don't know, Dan Povenmire's actually really
This
prominent.
is the first time I've ever heard of that name.
He
Dr.
does not
Doofenshmirtz,
look
I've
like.
heard
I'll
that
pull up a
before.
picture while you're doing it. You'll really freak out when you see what he looks like, because it's
Wow.
not just what you would imagine his voice to match.
Yeah, no, and he also did some work on Family Guy for a couple of years prior to Phineas and Ferb.
What?
Our tangent is just
Yes.
Dan.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. But now he's
Hey,
actually
he has the chin.
really
He has the chin.
he's really TikTok famous because he gets on there and does stuff in the voice of Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, he posted one. It actually was more of a story. It said he was doing Jeopardy at his company, and one of the things was Dan's TikToks.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's where that came from. I've been saying it all day. Because
I
the best
just-
comedy is comedy that you've just never heard that I stole from someone else.
Well, because it feels original at the time.
Yeah, well, it feels original every time.
Until
You're
we're
like, hey,
honest.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, until you tell me.
Yeah, he thought it was
And then it's-
hilarious 3 times.
Yeah.
I already got the laughs now.
One time.
I
2
heard him
times,
right though.
and 3, no. It kind of got old.
Well,
Just saying.
imagine if you'd have heard it the first time from him.
Probably did. Wait, what was it on?
Phineas and Ferb. Dr.
Yeah,
Doofenshmirtz was doing
I
this.
probably heard it at least once.
You also have the memory of a goldfish. If I wait till tomorrow and tell you again, you'll still think
Which
it's
is
funny.
fitting, considering you take care of fish.
Yeah, we put
And
some
they
back
see-
here, but right to the basement.
Yeah, because this. Hey,
Yeah, this is
side's
yeah,
the
good.
stability to what we have.
No, this side's good.
Yeah, you're just shaking the whole that side of the room, and you don't weigh that much.
I mean, they can see the fish steam via your little thing on the window.
Hey, you leave that alone.
Hey,
That
that
was
is
your
the
problem.
reason we are alive right now. That is holding back so much heat you don't
It's
even understand.
physically like boiling hot.
Yeah, you don't understand the amount of work that fish curtain puts in.
That thing's going to be
It's-
bleached white by the
It's
end.
never gonna be
more,
sushi.
more work than I do in the truck.
Probably.
It works better than your AC does.
No,
That's all I'm
okay.
saying.
Fair.
If you feel how warm it is right now and it's been 5 minutes of the episode, wait till we're 30 minutes in, you're gonna be wishing we had 3 curtains up.
See, that's again. I was gonna cardboard it, paint over
Or
it
you
all
just
white.
Get one of the ice
and put
powered
the
AC
blanket
units. I told him to get one of those ice-powered AC units. That way we just turn it on, put enough ice in it for one episode, maybe two.
Yeah, but then like your nipples get hard.
Well, they like it.
The one.
Two. There was 2 already out of 20. That is quite the significant percentage. That's what, 10?
5%.
Is it 5?
Right.
10.
Sure, I don't know.
1 out of 10.
Hurts.
10%.
Yeah, sure, it hurts.
10% of our viewers like us in a weird way.
Leave me alone, math is hard.
Marcus, that means you got to be part of the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
I am very uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studio.
Well,
welcome to the Perversion Podcast, where you get to think what you want of us and we will tell you no.
or, like Clayton has stated before in a comment, he'll do anything for views. I won't. My channel, other side of this, does pretty decent.
You can go look at my Patreon.
I'm okay. I'm personally okay. He'll do it for the views.
Go watch my Only Dads.
He did put a short on YouTube holding his boobs. Talking about boobs and beards.
What?
Well, I was wearing a shirt from Five Below and it hugs really tight.
Oh, okay.
So while we were doing the podcast the whole time, I'm over here doing this, trying to not, but couldn't help but notice that I was doing it. So, and I was like, they know what they came for.
Yeah.
This is that kind of podcast, Marcus. I don't think you knew what you signed up for.
No, I just agreed.
It's upgrades per day. So, like, we went from fish to starting The Office to The Office in like 3 episodes. And then we went to adding candy into it and then adding guests. So it's
all within like what? Like
so what's the next upgrade?
Figuring out how to fix our audio to where we sound better than just on phone.
Fair enough.
We're having TV issues.
Yeah, because on the TV you sound like.
So what I'm hearing is in about 3 months you're gonna start doing giveaways.
I don't know about that one.
A giveaway this video.
I think a giveaway comes about the time when you start seeing the microphones that have like the swivel hinge, and we actually have put, you know.
So you brought up those the phone mic things.
Yeah.
So a guy I watch, everybody I'm sure knows, Ginger Billy.
Mm.
He uses one. His audio's not AIDS.
That's what it's weird
and
to me.
He uses a phone.
It's just weird to me that phones were fine, but if you try to watch this on a TV, then you're not hearing this right now.
That's fair. I didn't try and watch his video on a TV.
Yeah, we sound like a basic all access internet. Yeah, we sound like a basic all access cable, like channel 3.
You put it on the TV, it kind of sounds like we use dial-up.
Yeah, you turn it all the way up, he ain't talking, and I'm talking to you like through my hands. I'm giving you an all-weather alert, telling you what counties are about to experience a tornado.
Yeah, sign language.
So you're a worse version of Darth Vader through his helmet.
Yeah, but we don't try to sell euros.
Euros?
Yeah, the guy who voiced Darth Vader is the Arby's. We have the meats guy.
What?
Yeah, we have the meats. That's.
Get out.
I didn't
Apparently
know that.
this podcast is who voices things you didn't know.
What?
Yeah, that's the. Is it Earl? James Earl Jones.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
James
the voice
Earl
of
Jones.
Mufasa from Lion King?
Also voiced Darth Vader, but Darth Vader was not played by him. Like his body actor was not the same as his voice actor.
Well, I would hope not. I know that guy you're talking about is fat.
I mean,
Rude.
Oh, he ain't gonna fit in a Darth Vader suit. Unless they were,
Maybe he got jacked.
you've clearly never been to a Comic-Con
well,
to know that
they can make plus size.
well,
but
to
the one
know
in the
that
movie
all
was not
costumes
fat.
fit everyone.
Again, in the fucking
Or actors will put in the work
he
to
wasn't
to
fat.
fit something.
Well, to be
Something
fair,
tells me he's a little old past dude.
To be fair, in
size.
in the original Star Wars, though, you got to think as well. Luke Skywalker now versus then. You're saying like he's too big to be in the costume. Maybe not at that time.
I can't think of who I was talking or who I was picturing in my head because I think I mixed him up with Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
McGregor.
No, not him. Surely not him. I don't know who that is. And I don't know who the guy I'm thinking of is either.
No, I actually.
What the fuck does Mark Hamill play in?
A lot.
Is he in Star Wars?
He is the original Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. And he is the
So I
voice.
wasn't wrong.
He is the voice of the Joker, the Trickster, Swamp Thing, And even himself in in the
Well,
DC world.
Modern day, he's the voice of the newest Chucky movie too, the one with Aubrey Plaza in it. That's why that's my favorite one. I doubt you're gonna know even if I give you examples.
Nope.
She was in Parks and Rec. She was in. You ever seen Dirty Grandpa?
Nope.
The one with
It's
got Zac Efron in it.
Nope.
I don't know what else Aubrey Plaza's been in.
No, because I know I can't think of like physically what she looked like because I don't know.
Dark
Is it the
hair.
blonde girl
She's the
from
one
Parks
who
and
tries to screw him to the whole thing. No. It's
Oh, okay, the
younger
one who
girl
tries
with
to
Chris
screw the
Pratt.
grandpa. Okay.
Yeah, the one with Chris Pratt's girlfriend in it.
I have no idea.
Well, imagine, you know,
I've just seen the picture of Parks and
who's
Rec.
the girl from Wednesday?
Jenna Ortega?
Yeah, Jenna Ortega, but like older.
So appropriate age for everybody who has a fetish.
Well,
You
legally.
sick fucks.
Legally.
12.
No, not physically, maybe, but
You
legally.
sick bastards.
Legally,
I'm
not.
yelling at you, Michael. It's your fucking Jenna Ortega fetish.
It's a lot worse than
I mean, you shave your beard, you'll look 12 too.
Listen, that's why I keep it.
Hey, if you shave it, that means
You know
the
the
one
last time
commenter
I was
gets
carded for beer? Never.
because you don't order beer.
Exactly. I was hoping Marcus would
I don't
get
know,
drunk.
from the age of like 17, I was asked to go get cigarettes for the old people at Dad's old apartment complex. They were like, "Can you go get me some Marlboro?" And I'm like, no.
No, I've had this beard for way too long. I couldn't even tell you what my chin looks like.
Dude, somebody asked me.
I may have a butt chin.
Somebody asked me they're like, "Have you seen your chin?" And I was like, "Not since high school, no."
I've never seen mine since I was 16.
Like I've seen pictures of you without your beard, and you look like somebody I knew from high school. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like it's weird. Like you two could be related, though. Like
That's
obviously your last name is what it is, and his last name is Barry.
That's like when I weighed 60 pounds heavier too.
Yeah, he shaved it once when we were working at Big Lots, and
By
he came in.
accident.
He came in, and I was like, put it back." And he was like, "Yeah, haha." And I was like, "No." And I was like looking away from him. I was like, "Go home." I was like, I will cover the shit. Go home. That is awful. Go hide that. Weeks.
I remember that transaction.
It's just weeks. Go
Well,
home.
it's 'cause
Come
I
back
got
when it
stuff.
comes
Funny enough,
back.
I've got like obviously I can't grow a beard like right here, so I have to shave, otherwise it looks stupid. At one point, and then like half the time when I send the clean face, it's like, no, put it back. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to look stupid.
I don't like that either, but I also always just imagine Marcus with like the me, myself, and Irene mustache, the really thick cop mustache with like
No, I
aviators.
imagine Marcus with the curly one.
Like a barber shop.
Yeah.
Because I keep telling myself, I keep telling people, I'm not trying to look like the game master from Hunger Games. Like, who has that little like thing going on right there. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to be that.
But he always tries to bully me for mustaches. He's like, "Yeah, you ain't got a real mustache." And I was like, "Yeah, but at least I can eat food without tasting hair."
It's so bad.
This man always come over here and he's like, "Yeah, check this mustache out." And I'm like, "I hear you, Lorax. Why don't you get rid of it so you can eat a taco without going?"
Yeah. I bruh, like when we were eating the tacos with the Chipotle sauce and shit, I was like, God damn.
Mine
get
comes
the
built
fuck
in
out.
bib. I don't know if yours is thick enough to hold stuff like mine is, but like everything. If I eat, I'm like, ooh.
That's a snack.
Well,
for
like,
me.
like looking at it, like so, like maybe like the first like inch
Oh, but-
is, but then like
Yeah.
it pushes
Like, right
out.
here is hella thick.
I can even
and
prove
then
it. I got a marker.
Like honestly, we can get it like freaking
Aha.
like lighter and just like singe the bottom of it, and then actually make like a look.
Let's when we were trying to do ideas last time I was here, I was sitting there and I was messing around and I was like, "Ah, man, hey, store that for later and grab something." I've actually forgotten things like that though. I'll do it with like a toothpick if I'm like messing with something, just trying to pick something out. I'll be like, "All right," and then I'll be later. I'm like, "Yeah, what the hell is in my beard? What is that?"
Or accidentally go like this. Ow, fuck. Stab yourself and your
What?
brain fought back.
I was when we were trying to do when we lived together in the upstairs apartment. When I did for Christmas, I wanted to see if I could fit ornaments in my beard,
Yeah, we both did.
and I did. But the problem is we had a Charlie Brown tree, and they had glass ornaments. So not thinking it through, I put like the fourth one. I was like, "Oh yeah, the fifth," and it's right on the floor. And I was like, "Oh, probably should have did that with plastic. That was not wise."
Oh, darn it.
But
So like I've seen some TikTokers do it, but I don't know how much. Like, what would it take for you guys to put glitter in your beards?
not much. I think you were already prepping for that. 'Cause we got to do some other social media stuff. We were working mainly on YouTube currently, but with TikTok and
I glitter my beard. I had 2 girls.
Instagram, Gam.
I mean, hell, and before
My
that,
brain says
Cheyenne's
something
done
else.
my makeup. And his.
She crimped my hair. That was pretty styling.
Yeah,
But
so,
why would she? Like, why did she put makeup on you? Like, for what purpose? Like,
She was bored, and we were playing Pokemon, like on the Switch. So we were taking turns, and she was like, "I had nothing to do." She's like, "I'm gonna do your makeup," and he was like, "Go ahead." She's like, "What, really?" So she came in there. I think she started with crimping my hair, so it's like where you make it all wavy,
Uh-huh.
like the scissors you used to get in the big spin around thing, you know. And then she did his makeup, and then did mine. So we just spent that whole time because the disappointment from my mom when she got the photo. My mom's definitely got the olden ways, so she saw the
my mom
makeup. She
wasn't
was
even,
like, "Oh
phased
no."
by it, I don't think.
Now,
My mom was like, oh, okay.
I think
Well,
modern.
it's probably due to the fact that she already has, more.
Well, it's modern
So
day.
she's like, fuck it, I'm already fucking
But
1 for 3.
Was Lauren honestly like that?
No, I mean,
That's what he's saying. The opposite. So she's not all girly. She's more like tomboy-esque. So she doesn't do makeup. So she was like, at least one of them do it.
Yeah, so she was like, well.
I think modern day, my mom would have had less of a problem with it, but she just had flashbacks from when Rich was goth.
Oh, no.
So when he was
my
in
God.
high school, he would go to school. She let him wear all black with like chains, and it was like true goth era. And then she was like, "That's it. That's all you're getting." Then he'd go, come back, and he'd have makeup on. So she just dragged him. She's like, "Take it off." Yeah, it's mascara every time.
My mom was probably just, happy that she could potentially have a daughter to do makeup with. I was like, don't.
It's
get your
okay
hopes
that
up.
you have a beard, sweetie. She's in there drawing on his face.
Putting lipstick between my mustache and my beard.
No, Caitlin was upset because she didn't have part in it. I was like, listen, you can, but the same rule she had. Like, she had to wash it off after. We just happened to have extra time not doing anything when she did it. So, like,
Back
the rule
when we
was like,
didn't
you
work
could
all
do
the time.
it, but you got to use the makeup wipes to get it off and all that.
Back when we worked 4 hours a day for $10.
Because Caitlin's done the same thing to me. She'll, can I paint your nails? And I'm like, I'd rather you didn't. She'll go, I'll take it off. I'm like, that seems wasteful. So she did clear coat. Because I told her before, I was like, fine, if you paint my toenails, that's fine. I can cover that. Ain't nobody gonna see it anyway. But she was like, oh, I'll clear coat them. And then I gotta tell you, it freaks you out.
A funny story to go with the whole paint and toenail thing. My dad one time, he's dead by the way, but my dad one time,
Had to throw that in there.
oh yeah, he's gonna be on the show one day.
I feel like you just ruined the surprise then.
Oh damn. No, so one day my
One day we're
sister,
just gonna see some just like dark, like snow.
yeah,
coming
so,
from God.
he's gonna stand behind there and spread some ashes around there. It's gonna look like it's snowing. And then we're like, Jinx, it's my dad.
It's gonna be on the Halloween episode where we break out the Ouija board to talk to your dad.
Yeah, well, you gotta spread a little like the DNA somewhere. Is there still DNA in ashes?
I'll spread your
There's a
DNA
kid
somewhere,
somewhere.
if you know what I mean.
Huh?
I said I'll spread some DNA somewhere, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm sure they might. But anyway,
Especially those two.
my sister painted my dad's fingernails one time, and he thought it was the like play nail shit that's like dry erase marker
Oh,
stuff.
that comes off really
Yeah,
easy.
that, like all you do is wipe it off.
Nope.
No, and my mom didn't have a nail polish remover, so dead ass went to work with bright pink nails and pink toenails.
That's what my mom used to do to my dad, actually. He would sleep all the time, so if he'd fall asleep in the living room and not come to bed, she was like, all right, time to get you. She'd come in there, like, sneak the sock off, and she'd start painting, so he'd wake up, and he's like, are you fucking serious?
Well, I can't wait till my girl.
I gotta answer my own question.
Yeah, I can't wait till my kids do it. It's gonna be hilarious.
No, I didn't know we could drop F-bombs.
You say whatever, as long as you don't say something Brody would.
And you know what we mean by that.
Brody speaks in Xbox 360, so when he's on here, if you hear bleeps, it'll be the first and only time we have to edit.
It's like an early 2000s COD lobby.
He means nothing by it, he just only speaks in Xbox.
It's a tick.
Yeah, he doesn't. To be fair, it's not the word you're thinking of. I assure you completely. It's a whole different one, but still not something you should just casually say. But the man grew up on Xbox, and you can tell.
Yeah, you'll meet him one day.
Yeah, one of these years. He's actually scheduled for more episodes than anyone else, and we've done 0 with him.
I mean, heck, you were probably surprised that I even said about today.
Yeah.
Well, that's what like flopped it around, because I had literally, as you were like, "Hey, you want to record today?" I was like, just got off the phone with Brody, telling him I'd come hang out today, because he needed help with the dryer, and then he was like, "Yeah, you just stay around. We'll play some board games, whatever, eat some food." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then tomorrow we'll record. And then as soon as he hangs up, you call back and you're like, hey, so when are you going to record again? And I was like, oh no.
It worked out perfect, honestly.
He's here, so it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the show had to come first. We have so many episodes to make that. I mean, Friends are for tomorrow.
Exactly. Friends will always be there. The videos will not. The content may go away.
Well, it's because he was. If it wasn't for him, I would have still pushed it off till tomorrow because we still have like 30 episodes to make ourselves. We've put ourselves down for half that work to not require everyone else to come in and help us. Because like right now, as far as getting help from other people, that's like the whole everything. This table wasn't ours. The chairs got cleaned by someone else. We hung these up, but yeah, this whole room was just created by
table?
So this table came from my mom. She's had this thing for like 6 years. She got this off some crackhead for $20.
I can tell.
Have you ever watched The Labyrinth?
Hey,
Have you ever watched? It's dirty right now. That's because of the candy stuff. We just didn't clean it. But have you ever watched The
we're
Labyrinth?
filthy and
David Bowie,
I
the Goblin King.
want to say yes. I'm visioning like some scenes, but I don't know about
Well,
actually seeing it
we
fully.
talked about it in one of the earlier episodes, but these lift out. So I told him it reminds me of the scene where they draw arrows. She uses lipstick to track her way, and then a hand just like raises it and turns it.
No, this is freaking Legend of Zelda. Like the tiles that come out up and just fly at Link.
We're
No,
waiting to see who the first person's going to be to pick one up like that and
We're
just shatter it.
we're gonna put also our lines when we forget, like we do that awkward silence shit. Oh, okay, cool. Like right
But
now.
we're spewing nonsense. What lines could you possibly
No,
keep?
see, look, they wanted. We're taking
You
credit.
take a broad topic, put it on the bottom of here, like
Say like, wait, you're just gonna have like tape a piece of paper right here and be like,
No, we're just going to write on
Right.
it completely.
who uses see.
No, so
Marcus needs to be a bigger part of this.
We
need
were-
paper. We're gonna write
We-
full ass and sharp.
I said with chalk because it comes off.
Oh, now you change it.
No, I said go back, watch the episode. Clearly, you haven't watched it.
Why would I watch it? I was here.
you don't seem to remember all that well.
Yeah.
Your goldfish memory coming in clutch.
That dude.
No, so we were told we've been taking in everybody else's consideration, but it's kind of hard when the only comments we got were Michael and Zed told us that we should narrow it in a little bit, which I'd say this episode's been purely talking about podcasting. So like it's doing better.
Has it though?
Kinda. I mean, it's offshoot a little bit, but it's got a general theme. Whereas our first one, we talked about 17 different things. Couldn't tell you what or one led to the other. But we're taking in consideration for all of this, and not from the other people. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, the other comments were like basically seeing us spread eagle on the hood of my truck.
Yeah, there's a couple people. You're much appreciated. Hang around. At this point, I think I want to make a Discord just for this, and it's just all no holds barred, just no images. But whatever you want to say, go nuts. I
No
ain't gonna
sexual
censor you.
images.
See, that's what I said earlier.
I know.
I was like, images is funny, but man, I just don't trade. We do no holds barred. You're gonna see a lot of words that shouldn't be said in there. I don't know if Discord cares. Like YouTube, I don't know what the comment was earlier. Something about peanut butter and jelly, and we were the bread. Like,
Yes.
much
It was
appreciated
there.
comments. It's hilarious. I love commenting back, but man, that would kind of scare me a little
30
bit.
seconds, and then it was like, no, gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
YouTube
man.
did not like whatever you said. Whatever kind of sandwich you were describing, it was like, we're on a kale-only diet. Get out.
Yeah, it's like, now I'm vegan, honey.
Like you can't have peanut butter and jelly. You have to have one or the other.
Yeah, you can't spread them either. That's a no-no for all of us. my legs only go so far.
But no, we're using it to hone in, and we're using guests to figure out how to fill the space better without all the awkward silences. Because we had a couple with Rich's episode, which should come out tomorrow when this is being filmed, so a couple weeks ago.
Dude, I wasn't kidding. Oh, sorry.
But he had a couple awkward silences because he was first guest, so he's like, I don't know what we're supposed to do, and I was like, us either, just pretend.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, as long as you fill it in, nobody can really complain. And
It's
then,
like the best person to
Like,
do this is
from-
someone on acid. You know, just hallucinating off your shit, so you can talk to yourself. You know, you don't have to do anything.
Okay, so from what I've learned, at least with my actual podcast, not the Joe Show, is like because obviously I pick a topic per episode, whether that be a superhero, like an anime, or like a video game. I obviously have to do the research because, like, though I am very knowledgeable on these like topics, my knowledge is only so far, so I have to do a little bit extra research. my problem is really more of the transitioning with all the information because like.
Yeah. See, that's our biggest thing.
So
But I have that information to kind of like ease the transitioning.
we tangent off very easily.
You don't say.
Well, no, like, so
We're
we don't
kinda
really
like-
have an issue with transition
Yeah.
because the tangent just jumps right into the next.
We're very, our path goes like this,
But,
and
hey,
then it's like this, and then it's back.
current
and then
time,
and then-
We're gonna have so many episodes.
Like
with us
not to
getting-
bring in religion into this, but like you guys are like Jesus, as it takes you 3 full days to bring back the topic alive.
Well, so with the earlier ones, we're bad quality right now anyway. We're upgrading stuff as we go, so it's like these ones don't matter as much. It's to get people to know that we exist and to show them that we are funny and that we
Yeah.
can talk about a bunch of things. But like if you watch it from our first episode to now, it's so much better. Our first episode, we just rambled on about everything.
I think we even we talked about like the fish, the kitchen for whatever reason probably, and then like
A
where we were.
lot about that stand having duct tape on it.
And then a lot about the stand for no reason, even though we found out that you could see it in the reflection.
Yeah, it took us like an hour and a half just to start that video because we were just like, yeah, we'll talk about
And then we
how
did it
about
by
we talk about
accident.
that? Well, yeah, and then we learned that you could shake your hands magically and get this slapped up.
Yeah, you go jazz hands, and it turns on. Like, what? And
yeah, I saw that. I'm just like, wow, that's actually convenient.
Well,
yeah.
and then with everybody coming on with our first time having that guest, it's more of a just talk about what you talk about to give a go around. So like yours, we're talking about podcasts because that's something you do in relation to what we do. Where Rich, his was like fitness based because as far of fame from where we're from, he works out on Main Street. Everybody sees him. He's local famous.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a bring you in kind of thing. And then after this, we do more episodes. We can hone it into whatever.
Mhm.
It's I mean, we talk about Pokemon.
See,
Probably
that was
not
one
work,
of the
but-
things that we were gonna ask if you want to do. Me and you challenge off. He tells us Pokedex entries and stuff, and see who can guess the most Pokemon out of it.
Yeah, so
Oh,
what
okay.
you do, we were going to do a silhouettes, but that requires editing, and we're just not that far yet.
Mm.
And that way we could all play, but instead I'm going to sit here and just scroll through and be like, all right, ta-da, blah, blah, and then you guys can just bam.
And then we'll go off of because we also got like dry erase boards and shit.
Yeah. Mm.
So like, I figured Clayton could probably sit like on the other side or whatever and read them off.
Yeah, they
Not
don't
in the camera
really
view.
see me all that much. I can come over, do the intro, walk over off screen, and then,
Because
Mm.
him and Brody are gonna do something together.
yeah, we're going to do a spice off.
Oh, shut up.
A spice off?
Well, I'll leave it at that. That's speculate to what you want, but it's a spice off. Brody versus me and Logan hosting.
Yep.
But
So,
that's what the
yeah.
whiteboards have plenty of
I
ideas.
have
behind them.
only I have a guess, but obviously I'll do that. We'll talk about this after the show.
Yeah, well, just
so-
not to give it away, but there's your hint to it. We've hinted the other when I do my TikToks, which I haven't done any in like a week, but I give hints as to what's going to come out. We just don't know when these release because we kind of got to like stack them to where they don't get redundant and it's the same thing over and over and over. Try and
You
keep
know,
it a bit different.
Snack tasting ones. That
Yeah,
way they
we-
don't overlap. Like you can see that we tasted Korea and fucking Mexico.
Yeah, as far as you guys see it, they're like a month apart, but in reality, when we're recording them, the other ones are right there the whole time.
Pretty much.
So
It's the easiest way to do it too.
yeah, we have ideas for
Because it doesn't
that's
put pressure on things. So when you come with an idea, record the idea, go again.
the board of dreams is also supposed to be filled in with ideas of what
Yeah,
to do.
not
We just
like-
haven't cleaned it up yet.
Like fuck shit up. Like how what
No,
kind
that
of
one.
idea is
That's
that?
just motivation.
Be rich, quit job. I mean, I wish. Find useful guests.
How to
I
get
mean,
who
he's
wrote,
kind of
who
okay.
wrote how to get taller?
I did.
I was like, that was not on the board of dreams. That's new.
Yeah.
Literally right before we started, I just took the marker and just like how to get taller, and then in parentheses, Logan needs help. Because you may not know this, this man's like, how tall are you? Like 5'3"?
Man, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. My license says 5'8".
And that's what Caitlin asked me when we recorded with Rich.
Allegedly.
I have such bad posture. I was over here like this, and Rich is standing like even taller than you are. She goes, "Is he really that much taller than you?" And I was like, "He's only 3 inches. I just have the spine of a candy cane." So this whole time,
Rich was like towering you.
yeah. Well, I mean, he's 6'3".
But he's also got like really good posture.
That's because he's had back surgery. He's
He's
trying to fit it out.
Like, if we
So
set up like
I have
this,
another
we
idea
could
for a
put
game
camera
show.
2 feet forward. What's that?
So obviously we play a bunch of card games, whether that be Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, or
We were gonna do board game / card game streams. That table there.
Uh-huh.
We were gonna find a way to be able to like tabletop it,
Yes.
and then also do We were contemplating doing a monitor right there, like he has in his living room, to where we can swing it out to the pop vinyls, to where you can see like the comment thread going through. But we were gonna do board game streams once we got enough people to actually come sit, and we were gonna invite like you, Brody, whoever over, to where we can leave it open. The girls can come in as they please. We don't have to lock us in this heat locker for 30 minutes.
Okay, so to continue on with what I was saying, so obviously we play all these games. So, like how we were talking about doing the whole like back and forth with poke, like who can
Yes.
make it. Someone names off a random like maybe like a rule for the game, and we just have to guess what card game it is. Like it's from.
Oh yeah, that's
That'd be a good one to do with probably Brody. He's got an extensive board
He's
game
got
knowledge.
more not like useless knowledge than actual.
He's got a lot of nerd knowledge. It's just
Yeah.
locked in there.
It's like shit that doesn't matter until it does.
That's what I told I'm game with a lot of them. That's why we have like the index cards, the whiteboards. We were gonna do those. We were gonna do a children's board game off, to where like 2-person children like don't spill the beans, ants in the pants kind of thing, and
But I
see who
feel
could
like
win the most games.
I feel like me or him is going to be exceptionally good at those. So then we're going to have to be like, oh shit, I've won 5 in a row. If I win another one, it's over. We've only done this for 16 minutes now. I got to lose 4 on purpose.
Well, speaking of minutes, I think we're actually
Yep.
to the end of our video, so we
Sign
talked
us
right
in.
through that one. But as per usual, go follow us on Gagg Reel for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Follow him at Gaming Gets on all the same. And then Marcus, what you got? Spit them out there.
Well, I never actually said it, but my podcast is called Comic Corner. You can find us on Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Audible.
A lot more places than we are. We're on YouTube Music too. Don't forget that one. But